Guys, today in this video we're going to be talking about the concept of ranchos. What are ranchos in the first place? Ranchos are basically land grants given to anyone who works in the military or settlers from Spain. The primary factors of ranchos have to be this big is number 1, lack of purpose. First of all, California was not even useless at that time. There was a limited amount of settlers in California before the 1840s, unlike the East Coast. So, with the amount of settlers Alta California had back in the mid-1800s, it was consisted of forts, small towns, mini ports, and large farms devoted to cattle. But here's the thing, there was also missions, but ranchos was not for everybody. Ranchos was only for very rich people who worked in the military and also settlers who joined the military. Take Luis Maria Peralta for an example. He owned Rancho San Antonio, and over there he raised multiple cattle. But in the year 1804 AD, Luis Maria Peralta moved to San Jose, and he bought the Peralta adobe from a Apache Indian called Manuel Gonzalez.
Birthday party and you're invited. Bring your family down for a free day of fun at the Fandango. Celebrate the founding of San Jose on Saturday, November 14th at the...
Wait, what was the Peralta adobe in the first place? The Peralta adobe was a house in the San Jose Pueblo. It was founded in the year 1777 by a group called the Dianza Expedition, and one of them was Manuel Gonzalez. Originally, these people came from Tublak, which is now in Arizona. The guy who found was Juan Batista Dianza, but then they had to take all their women and children with them. November 18 to November 21, there is a historical reenactment on the Dianza expedition, and they came to California. The Pueblo was established. Number 2, there wasn't many settlers from Spain before the 1840s. Remember I told you that because California was so empty because of the little amount of settlers, then that's why ranchos had to be this big, bigger than our backyards? Well, that's because expeditions like the Anza and other expeditions had only few hundred people with them. In the missions, there were like 1,750 people living in Alta California. But in the Mexican period, there were like 14,000 Latin people from Mexico and Spain. In fact, at that time, there were some people who died, especially childbirth. Anyways, rancheros were basically feudal lords. There were few thousand acres of land. And vaqueros, who were cowboys who rounded up animals and worked for the land, kind of like in the Middle Ages. But the only difference is that vassals owned half of a country, unlike rancheros. Rancheros were only able to own land which was up to 4-5 cities. For an example, Rancho San Pedro was 75,000 acres, now covers the whole southern part of Los Angeles, while the Kingdom of Aragon covered the whole east coast region of Spain. 3. The infrastructure lacked. Remember I told you in the beginning why ranchos had to be so big was there was less infrastructure? Well, this is what California used to look like back then. Well, that's because California was very remote at that time. Besides, the Mexican government emphasized ranching for economic purposes. 4. There was very few rich people at that time. Only people in the military could get a rancho. It was also about who was loyal to the Royal Army. Also, at that time, most of the people in Alta California were poor. And there were multiple Native Americans at that time living off the land. Anyways, I hope you enjoy this educational movie and like and subscribe.